And return to simple way up the hill.
Yeah.
Out of town.
Oh my. You need a passenger?
Huh?
You need a passenger?
I'll be in Rome.
Good, how are you? Good, how are you?
This
Sorry, I'm doing roll.
You ready?
Okay, here we go.
Budget workshop meeting, August 17, 2026, 6 p.m. Bear?
Here.
Briggs?
Here.
Coulter?
here,
Heidrich?
here,
Holtmeyer?
here.
Patke?
Here.
Pepsel?
Here.
Sullentrop?
Here.
Please rise for pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will all the committee members answer if they have or have not read the minutes of the meeting dated July 6, 2026? Bear?
Yes.
Briggs?
Yes.
Coulter?
Yes.
Heidrich?
Aye.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Patke?
Yes.
Pepsel?
Yes.
Sullentrop?
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Patke, second by Sullentrop to approve. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Budget highlights.
All right, so I'm going to read through the budget highlights, and if we have specific questions as they come up, please stop me and we'll address those. So first, under general funds, completed the McGrath salary study and implementation last year. Salary increase would be the current CPI, which is 2.9. The budget will be reevaluated again in December or January to determine if a merit increase would be possible at that time. An increase of 2.5% revenue from sales tax based on past year, an estimated 1.5% increase for the current year. However, the current year increase through August is 6.64%. A transfer of 75% local use tax to the general fund, annual payment to commission police officers, and anticipated at $5,500 from Prop P funding. Requested one additional full-time police officer and one full-time park maintenance worker, 2 for the street department, and a part-time employee for the parks department. Transfer of $440,000 to library to cover expenses, $350,000 last year. Transfer of $400,000 vehicle replacement fund. Health insurance estimate increase of 1.71%. Prior year included HRA. Starting February 2026, the city is fully self-insured. Property liability and casualty insurance estimated increase of 11%. An estimated fireworks cost of $600,000, partially $60,000. I missed my mistake. The show is gonna, a great show, yeah.
All right.
Estimated firework cost of $60,000, partially offset by an estimated sponsorship revenue of $30,000.
Wow.
So, local use tax fund, a 5% increase in use tax based, same as last year's increase. Current year increase through August 2026 is 4.36%. Continuing the erosion control program for at-risk properties within the city by allocating $40,000. Utilize funds to slip line storm sewer mains for repairs, $200,000. North Park stormwater improvements, $100,000. And detention basin retrofit project, $350,000. The water fund, an annual rate increase subject to CPI in August for St. Louis metro area. June CPI was 2.9%. Wastewater increase, an annual increase subject to CPI in August for St. Louis metro area. The June CPI was 2.9%. Solid Waste Fund, an increase in trash rates as scheduled. Capital Improvement Sales Tax Fund, Ronsick Field, $100,000, enclosed grandstand roof. Washington Junior Football League, $125,000 for scoreboard. Lions Lake, $1 million. 911 communication radios, $2.5 million. Transportation Sales Tax Fund, Front Street, Jefferson to Stafford Street, $1,651,920. City share, $330,388. Highway 47 widening, $1,986,000, $1,986,125. City share, $48,804. West 3rd Street, $2,327,190. City share, $465,440. Local paving, $500,000. Design various projects, $693,000. City share, $138,600. Marijuana tax, $100,000 to parks operating budget, $50,000 to be split for communications employees like Prop P funding. Any questions of any of the items, comments or concerns?
Yeah, can I ask a question to Kevin real quick? Is he here?
Yes, he is.
Kevin, how many feet of suture farm did we put in a year?
Well, we usually try to get 6,000 to 7,000 feet, depending on cost and what the size is, because it varies on the price between the size of the pipe and conditions of the pipe, if they have to bypass pump and conditions like that. So we just try to use the money that we have and use it all up as we can. So now this year I had to pull the,
6,000.
pardon me?
On the average, about 6,000 feet?
Yeah, we try to, yes. This year I did have to pull it because the contract that we had with the lining company found out that the cooperative agreement pricing that we was working on that did not cover the storm, which we tie into the contract agreement. So we pulled out of it, and we're going to rebid it and get it started again first thing in October.
Thank you.
I got a question for Charles. Do we have any money left in the erosion control program?
That $40,000,
Yeah,
the new
from last
assistance
year?
program we set up? Yeah,
Yeah.
we've only had one person and that just reached out to me
Okay.
last week about
Okay.
getting the rock assistance program, so we haven't had anyone else.
Okay. I just was wondering where we were at on that.
Yep, just finally had the first person
Okay.
ask about it and look at applying.
Great, thanks.
And Chad, you led off by saying, correct me if I'm wrong, but currently our sales tax is generating at 6.64%, and we're budgeting conservatively at 2.5%. Is that right, Tammy?
That was just the increase, is what I did. That was just the increase.
Oh,
So I
okay.
took what I projected, what we have of 6.64% increase, and then I projected us getting a 2.5 increase on that. Does that make sense, how I did that?
No, to
'Cause
me it doesn't, but I get,
Well,
I'm thinking we're projecting 2.5 and it's actually generating 6.6, right? Or
right,
no?
but right now, what I did, I projected the amount at 6.6. So I said, that's what we're getting, and I projected that out, thinking, okay, that's what we're gonna get this year, and then I took the amount that I think we're gonna get this year, and then multiplied that at 2.5%.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like I took the budget amount that we had at the lower amount and then multiplied that times 2.5%. So I actually took the higher amount and then multiplied that out. Because, I mean, I don't know whether it's gonna stay at 6%, that would be nice, but, I mean, could drop back down to 1, it could go back up to 3, yeah, I just don't know.
Sure,
I'm just
right.
trying to be conservative with that,
Right, I was just my question was how conservative are we, but that answers my question.
yeah.
And then on the capital improvement sales tax, I know we roughly generate about $2.5 million a year is kind of the norm. So the radios were agreed to be first. So that basically takes up the first year. But we do have some funds left from the last 8-year period, right? Is that where we're getting the start of the 100 and the other small fund projects? Is that right?
Well, I think that's
Ronzik?
what we're gonna use. If we're not gonna use some of that, we're gonna, I guess, kind of borrow from that until we use that, the rest of that money.
Okay. We kind of talked about where we stand on that. At the end of the
Right.
last 8-year period, before 2026, April, that takes over in June, you know, how much funds do we have left over? And then obviously that rolls into the next campaign, the next tax fund. But I don't know what that number is.
Do you have an idea what the number is that's left over from the last 8 years?
It's kind of a moving target. It doesn't, it kind of depends on where our projects are.
I think we're close to 400,000, aren't we?
Well, I mean, we've got projects that we haven't even started that was in that original amount that we were supposed to do. So I don't know if we want to keep doing those. I mean, that's a question for the, I guess, building committee
Selection
that we
committee.
need to do.
Well, we should be on, Parks Office is one thing that's on there for sure.
Yeah, the
That's
Parks
happening
Office
right
is
now.
on there, right. But we budgeted also to take some of the utility burial out of there. Well, I don't think we're gonna have to even use that for the utility burial. I think I can get it all from the TIF, the downtown TIF. But there's so many projects in there yet. So, I mean, that's 300,000 that could be left, excuse
I
me.
was thinking we still had to close Front Street, and we had to close the firehouse, still had the punch items, and we had
Right.
stuff there. There's still things that are open from that previous 8-year that has to be closed out before we actually probably have that number.
Yeah, it's close, yeah,
Can you-
because we're still doing the runway.
Just catch us up to speed on an email with what's left over and what projects are out there yet.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think we talked about that a month or so ago as far as trying to get that number. And I know it's not gonna be an exact in concrete number. There's projects going on. I get that, but where are we close? Is it, we're in the red or are we in 4,000
Oh, no, we're not gonna be in the red.
We don't know.
We're not gonna be in the red,
Okay.
no. We're gonna have some money left over in that project. It just depends on what we wanna do with it. Are we going to do the projects that were kind of canceled or put on hold, such as the City Hall project, things like that. So those were projects that were actually put on hold that we haven't used the money for.
Right.
Which we still have it budgeted sort of out there. But, yeah, I have that information, and I can email that to you.
That'd be great.
Are these capital improvement sales tax on the fund that you, like Runzik and Washington, Lions Lake, is that for this year or just the first things that are gonna come out of this fund?
That's what the sales tax committee decided was gonna be the first things that were gonna be
First
used
things.
out of this.
Just
fund.
whenever
Those 4 items are the ones that the sales tax committee
decided?
wanted to, yes.
Okay.
But the radios were the number one thing.
Right.
And then with the Lions Lake, with their dredging of Lions Lake, they wanted that done by end of year of next year.
Okay, all right. Just getting perspective on this, gonna start.
That money's not coming from the half-cent sales tax.
What?
The Lions Lake?
Lake is,
Yeah.
Huh?
The Lions Lake is, yes.
Thought it was a donation.
No. That provides the extras. That provides the extras.
There's $1 million from the capital improvement sales tax earmarked for Lions Lake dredging. Correct.
correct.
We're hopeful that there'll be other grant opportunities and things like that as we go along and can add, whether it be fountain or piers or whatever at that time, but there's $1,000 set aside from capital improvement sales tax to go towards that initial project first.
$1 million.
More than 1,000.
$1 million, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Just a little.
Okay. Appreciate that email, though.
Other questions, guys, or discussion?
Need a motion?
Sorry, I know you said it, Chad, I just want to reiterate again. So we're doing 2.9% CPI raise for employees across the board, right?
That is the plan, yes.
And then we asked, and Doug, I think I asked you this question in the phone call, but we can revisit this in December, in 6 months, or I guess it's only 3 months is what that is, and decide if we have an opportunity, if our general fund or our sales tax numbers are high enough, then we can look at a merit raise for our employees. That's what we're looking at.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make it clear that that's what we're not saying no for the year, but we're looking at what our funds come in at in 4 to 6 months to know where we can do better.
A piece of this is because we self-insured this year and being a little conservative there.
Right.
Because that's a whole new line item, if you will. It's different than, here's what your insurance is gonna be. Now that we're self-insuring, it's kind of, let's get through a year.
Right.
And we'll have a little better idea, but
And hopefully we see a savings, and therefore, but you just don't know, right? Claims will make a difference.
We're seeing a lot of uncertainty, not just in Washington, you guys, but in our world. Tariffs with the situation in the Middle East. I think taking this conservative approach is the wise thing to do, and we're doing that. So, the overall picture anyway. No further questions, guys, or discussion? Okay. Do we need a motion? Nope, just discussion. Great.
If I may, I just wanted to say thank you to Tammy and to Michelle for their hard work in working on the budget, along with department heads. I know it was a struggle at the beginning to try to figure out what we could keep and what we could scratch. So thank you very much for your guys' support.
Yes,
They
and
did
I
a
also
really good
wanted,
job.
I also wanted to thank all the department heads. They were really willing to work with me and try to get these numbers down, and I do appreciate that. And I appreciate all Michelle's help. I know I make her do a lot, but she doesn't without too much yelling at me, so it's okay.
She's tough.
She is, she's good. So. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tammy.
Real quick, let's see, what's your name? Tony. I didn't go through this budget line by line, but do you have any money in the budget for resurfacing out at the landfill?
We do have money in our budget to repave the entire road from Bluff Road all the way up and around the landfill. We actually budgeted for it last year. We just couldn't coordinate getting the paver operator between his surgeries and vacations. We couldn't get it, so we rolled the money over this year and planned to get it repaved this year.
Well, I've had several discussions with everybody here almost, and I don't feel the need, if we're gonna be doing something with the landfill in the near future, why would we spend that money resurfacing the driveway to get to something we might not even use anymore?
Well, I guess because we planned on it 3 years ago and we keep moving
bringing it
forward and
up.
forward, and
Well-
our neighbor is pretty vocal about it also because he lives out there and he's tired of the road looking like, you know. So that was our intent. And I believe in the process is that they're gonna build a new scale and everything, possibly if they're gonna do a transfer station, but all that's kind of up in the air right now. I mean, you drive the landfill enough, you know how rough that road is.
I just didn't know what number you had in there for that, but like I said, if we were gonna be getting rid of the landfill or whatever we're gonna do with it, I don't know if we need to spend that money putting.
I think we had 40-something thousand for asphalt and probably 8 or 9,000 to rent Dale, then we drive the trucks and use our labor, something like that.
How's the landfill holding up, Tony? How's the landfill holding up? You got any speculation on how long that's gonna be before we need to close
That's
it?
probably an Andrea question, but I believe she mentioned the other day still maybe a couple years.
Okay. All right, thanks.
No way.
Okay.
If nothing else, we will go into executive session.
So move.
Nope, I have to do a roll call. Executive session, public vote on whether or not to hold a closed meeting to discuss personnel, legal, or real estate matters pursuant to section 610.021 RSMO 2000. Bear?
yes.
Briggs?
Yes.
Coulter?
Yes.
Heidrich?
Aye.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Packey?
Yes?
Pepsel?
Yes.
Tillentrum?
Yes.
By your vote, we're in executive session, folks.